Welcome to Diecast Garage. Look at what a relative just gave me. They found this somewheres. I don't know where. And it's got a lot of Hot Wheels in it. And we're gonna open up this entire thing in this video, and let's just see what we have in here. For a $20 thing of. I don't have a small face, and look at that. This bag is bigger than my face. So, let's go ahead and get this crap of a Ziploc bag open, and let's exactly see what jewels are in here. And there is something here in the back that I'm really curious to see what it is. I can't tell if it's an airplane or a car or what it is. So, I don't have a pocket knife on me, so we're going to use a screwdriver to bust this thing open. There. Holy. There's definitely some fantasy cars in here, and if I do end up pulling one that I like, I will definitely show it on screen, but we shall see. Holy moly. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a long video. I guess I'll start out with this. I'm not totally sure what this car is. This is a... Okay, I don't know what that car is, but there's one of them right there. Interesting. This looks like a Toyota or a Mercedes or something. Don't know what it is. Ooh, a police car. There's a police car in this thing. That's nice. Alright, let's see here. Oh, this is a cool... Oh, boy, look at that. That's a funny car that actually, the parts on it move. That's a jewel right there. Okay, so far that's my favorite one. That's crazy. I've never seen one of those before. I think this is an original Matchbox dump truck. Because if you didn't know, Matchbox, before Hot Wheels and Mattel took them over, they mostly just made stuff like this when they were still with, I think it was Tyco. I think, yeah. Okay, another police car. Nothing too much about it. Kind of like a project car sort of thing, because the paint is kind of chipped up. But, hey. Mystery car. This is one of the mystery kind of like arcade cars that you get back in the, I think the 90s or something like that. Yeah, pretty cool. Don't know what that is. What the heck is this? What? Look. This is funny. I like this. I like this a lot. It looks like an angry dog. It is an angry dog. That's funny. Okay. Alright. Ooh, nice. A Corvette. This is one of these smaller rollbacks, or is it a rollback? I can't tell. But the hood opens on it. Opens just like a real one. Check out the inside of that sucker. Boy, oh boy, that thing's sharp. Alright. Next. Golly. This is a Hot Wheels, but it's not one that I've ever seen. That is pretty cool. It's got a China base on it, so that means that's kind of, this is an older one. So, yeah. Oh, guys. Oh, dude. We have just found a jewel. I don't know if this is a Hot Wheels Classics or... Look at this thing. It's a Redliner. Holy crap. Oh my god. Sorry for the foul language, but look at those red lines. Red line wheels. This might be a jewel. This is a jewel right here. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh man. Okay, that was a luck draw. That is insane. Okay. Toyota something. Just a Toyota car. I thought that's pretty cool. It's just a car that says Hot Wheels on the side. That's a pretty neat little thing if you want to put it on your table or something like that. It just says, mostly it's just the Hot Wheels logo. What's this? It's an airport shuttle. I build airports and stuff just out of some of my 1/64 scale. What in the world is this? Oh, it's a piece of farm equipment. That's pretty... Look at that. It's a piece of farm equipment. Buddy, I can put that with my tractor collection. Hang on, I might be able to find a John Deere that this can go to. Yeah, I have some John Deere tractors up there that will go perfectly with. So nice. Shout out to Melissa Gerton, my aunt. She's the one who got this for me. Um, Look at that. Look at that sucker. Holy moly. That is a crazy truck. It says Harley Davidson on the top of it. That's a highlight right there. That would be a highlight right there. Whoops. I just dropped something that went to something else. Um, Hopefully we'll find that truck because I just lost that piece. Oh well. Old antique fire truck, Matchbox right there. Old Matchbox one. A bed to one of those, to one of these, so I might find that also in this pile of cars. Another Harley Davidson, Ford truck. So this is probably one of the first then and now trucks. And yeah, everything on it looks original. So that's wow. Porsche, cannot go wrong with a Porsche. So that's interesting. It's just kind of like a old car, I guess. Okay, now here's one that's the only one that's in the package that I know of. Oh, this is cool. Look at this. It's got a NASCAR in it and also a drag race car in this pack. That is really cool. It's from 2003, still in the package. Box is in not the best shape, but it's not bad. But that's pretty cool. I've never seen one of those, so that's a highlight right there. Ooh, what's this? This is a kind of a beat up looking Ford. Kind of like a Red Crown gasoline. It's an old gasoline truck. That's not bad. I forgot to look at what. This was built by Chevron. It's a exclusive for Chevron, made in England. So this is an England car. School bus with flames on it. Hot Wheels, actually. Hot Wheels school bus. That's pretty cool. Sparkly Lamborghini, I guess. I don't know. Maybe a Lamborghini Diablo or something like that. Oh, a very tiny rollback Ford. Look at that with a little thing on there. That's pretty cool. Holy. Ooh, we got an old International tractor. Look at that sucker. That thing is, I mean, this isn't the biggest one I have, but I have one that looks very similar to this in the collection right there. It's a very big one, and that'll go good with that. That's awesome. Cool. Okay, this is interesting. This is a unique one. What is this, a miniature rollback? Yeah, that's exactly what that is. That is a miniature rollback. Oh, this trailer goes with this tractor. Check that out. Alright, there you go. That's a really cool little setup there. Ooh, I've been looking for one of these. A Harley Davidson van like this where the hood opens up. That is a unique piece right there. I've never seen one of those before. Okay. An old Hot Wheels, like a everyday car that you'd see. So that's always pretty cool if you're doing things like that, making realistic or Hot Wheels movies. I'm not totally sure. This is one of these fantasy cars that I'm not going to go too in depth about, but there you go. Matchbox. I think that might be a Corvette or something. Ooh, a McDonald's truck. Semi truck. That's a pretty unique piece right there. 27th Team Benjamin car. I guess this might be the 27th anniversary of Hot Wheels. I'm not totally sure. If y'all can figure out what this car is, obviously it's a Dodge Viper, but what the 27 on the hood's for, I don't know. Ooh, an old Ferrari. Check that out. It's got black walls, so it's an older one, but it's a little bit newer than the one that we saw earlier, which, by the way, that one, the condition that car is in is remarkable, especially for it being in this bag. Old Ferrari, that's a find. That is a luck of the draw right there. That's cool. Ooh, a Trans Am with an open hood, with no hood on it. That's pretty cool. I mean, I wish I had the hood on it, but at the same time, I'm glad I don't, because that's pretty cool. That is neat. And here is a old Matchbox. Is this a Matchbox? Yeah, this is an old Matchbox. With those wheels on it. That's pretty neat. Oh, there's the no way! That's the trailer to go with the McDonald's truck. Huh. That is pretty neat. I've never seen that before. There's a lot of things in here that I have not seen, but this is mostly race cars and stuff like that. But at the same time, there are a lot of unique pieces in here, and also good finds like this car and that Ferrari. Okay. Old Jeep. Nothing to say about that too much. Old tow truck. It's actually in pretty good condition. It has a grill like a Jeep. I think I might duck it. By the way, I just have ducks. I don't have a Jeep. I want a Jeep, but I don't have a Jeep. Okay, not bad. Again, a fantasy car, but what's the hook on the bottom for? I wonder what that hook on the bottom of the car is for. I don't know. Maybe I hang it from a Christmas tree? That's interesting. Ooh. That's pretty neat. Alright, I'm going to skim through this real quick, and I'm going to show you the highlights of what I find. Check out this Corvette right here. I think this is a C8 Corvette. Yeah, C7. Not 6.7. C7 Corvette. That looks a lot like, if you follow me on the Banjo Kid channel, that looks like a lot like JD Crow's Corvette. That's pretty cool. An old yellow T-Bird. This is pretty neat. Check that thing out. Alright. My desk is filling up very quickly. Oh, we have another one of those green things that we saw earlier. So you got two of them. That's pretty neat. Ooh. Fantasy. Alright, let's see what else I can find. Ooh, a yellow version of the C7. There's the C7 Corvette in yellow. That's a keeper. That's a keeper right there. Ooh, man. An old tire truck. That's a unique piece. That's a very unique piece. Golly, my desk is filling up quickly. See, here's another one of those old trucks. It's kind of like a, what is this? Standard oil announcer. So it's an old announcer truck for an oil company. That's a unique piece. I've never seen one of those before. Oh, this is a jet ski, out of all things. A jet ski. Ooh, a Lamborghini. Another Lamborghini. That's not bad, not bad. Truck. A blue T-Bird made by, I don't know the company that was made by. Ooh, a seaplane. That is pretty cool. What, it looks like a Beechcraft or something. That is a really cool airplane. A roller. It's only got one roller on it though, so but still, really neat piece. Really neat piece. See another Lamborghini right there. Lamborghini Diablo. Another Lamborghini Diablo. Golly, what is the deal with the Lamborghini Diablos? Golly. There's the McDonald's drag racer that goes with the truck. At least I think it goes with the truck. It does now. Ooh. Old Nissan, Toyota, Supra. It's got a bent wheel on it, but still pretty cool find. Holy moly. This is what my desk right now looks like. This is insane. This is insane. Let's keep going. Alright, here's a car that I don't know if it meant to miss its hood or not, but I think it looks cool that way. That's pretty neat. Boat on wheels. Matchbox boat. Not bad. Whoa, check that out. That's an old Matchbox right there, if I've ever seen it, boys. That's a find. I mean, it don't look like much, but this is an antique Matchbox, and those extremely hard to find. Another drag racer. That's a pretty cool piece right there. Ooh, this one's got a hood that opens on the back. Not much, but it opens. This is crazy. Wow. Another fire truck. Another fire truck. Looks like somebody wrote the number 4 on this car. It looks like some sort of little custom car of some sort, but... Wow. Ooh. 57. So they must have raced these or something. Which I could see why. But look at that. 57. And it says Corvette. I mean, I probably can take some polish or something off of that, but I might keep it. My dad brought me a popsicle. So if y'all don't mind, I'm going to eat my popsicle while I am going through all these cars. And one hand is going to get numb and one hand's going to get tired. Special Services Unit. Wonder what that's for. Okay, next. This is an interesting looking truck. It has a big sound system in the back of the bed, but... Old tow truck, but the stuff on the back is gone, unfortunately. But that's okay. Old car. Oh! This must have been also part of a set. There's the McDonald's racer right there. And on the front it says 15 because where somebody wrote on it. Another one of these. It's a machine of some sort. Another fire truck. This person must have been obsessed with fire trucks. An old T-Bird. Another old T-Bird. They must have also liked T-Birds. Yeah, where it is right now, it is hot outside. Ooh, that is cool. That is neat. Look at that old truck. That is pretty cool. I gotta show that to my dad. He's gonna think that's cool. Old SWAT truck. SWAT. Golly, my desk is just... I can't even see the bottom of my desk anymore. The tractors and all that stuff is getting piled up. Cat machine. Ooh, that goes to that truck, I think. So that's pretty neat. Alright. I'm gonna take a quick break. And then I'll be back so I can eat my popsicle. Alright, we have a SWAT car, and I have gone through a few things, and don't know what this is. It kind of looks like it's a Hot Wheel, but looks like a fast car, but I don't think it would be fast because it's got narrow wheels. It's okay. None of these cars may or may not get on the track. We'll see. Ooh, I like this truck right here. It's kind of a square, well, not a square body, but a 90s Chevy pickup truck racer. I have a dog in here with me. Say, hey, Axel. Hey, Axel. Say hi to the camera while I am going over a lot of cars. He's a good dog. He's a really good dog. Oh, you're interested in what I'm doing. Ooh, man, look at this drag racer right here. You like that, Axel? You like that? Yeah. Alright, this is a little bit of a... This looks like some sort of... Buzz Lightyear vehicle. Does it not look like a Buzz Lightyear? What are you sniffing by that? He thinks this is the treat bag because we keep his treats in a plastic bag just like this. And he thinks I'm giving him treats when actually I'm dumping out a whole bunch of Hot Wheels. Okay. What the heck is that? What is that? And why did I change to this voice? That's pretty cool though. Look at that. That's nice. Holy moly. Oh, this is a cool one. This is an old semi. Look at that. I bet this is when they had the 2-stroke engines in them. That's pretty neat. That's a nice one. Oh boy, we're almost through the bag, or 3/4 of the way through, and it's showing on my desk, because my desk is completely covered in cars. Ooh, a helicopter. Helicopter, helicopter! Iceman? I don't know. I haven't seen Iceman. I have not seen an Iceman movie yet, that's at least what I'm assuming. A tank. Hey guys, I own a tank. I pull this thing out. I own multiple tanks. There's another one. Yeah, there's a ton of tanks in this thing. Because obviously this person was a military person. A 4-wheeler. A police 4-wheeler. That's pretty neat. A 2-stroke diesel truck. Pretty neat. Ooh, another one of these cars where the hood opens up. That's a pretty neat item. That is a pretty unique item, actually. The European British. I wonder what that went to, but there's another Lamborghini Diablo. What is the deal with the Diablos? I mean, golly. What is on this? Yuck. Smelled funny. Ooh, another McDonald's car. Obviously, they were a fan of McDonald's. Golly. Harley Davidson and the military and tractors and trucks and planes and fire trucks and kind of like me, taking over Hot Wheels collecting. Wow, that is a project car right there. That is going to be #1 project car. When I say project car, you know it's going to be rough. There's the truck that bid went to. Hopefully I can find it. Yeah, I see it in there in the pile of cars. Another military vehicle. A Formula 1 car. That's pretty neat. Formula. Don't know what that is. That's one of them fantasy cars. Those fantasy cars, I tell you what, the wheels on those things are great. And if you want to build tracks like I do, use those as your cars. And don't use your nice cars. Do not use your nice cars. Another helicopter, although this one only has 1 blade. Although that would be a good idea for engineering to reduce time on production. Make it just a single blade instead of a 2-blade. This is a weird looking Jeep. It's a Jeep because you can tell by the front of this thing, but it does not look like a Jeep. Weird. Miata. Matchbox Miata. Oh, finally, we get a different Lamborghini. Lamborghini Countach, right there. With a jacked up wheel. There we go. A not so jacked up wheel now. Then a green weird car. Okay, we are down to the final 4, 5, 6. And they all appear to be fantasy except for one. Another military vehicle. The bag is empty now. This is a weird tow truck. And then finally, another police car. That is everything out of all of that bag. This was a very long video to make, but if you enjoyed going through these cars, because this was totally blind, I did not know anything that was coming out of this bag. And by the way, that black piece, I figured out what it went to. It went to this truck. And I'm going to figure out how to put it back on as soon as I can find the thing. And yes, there is going to be content, YouTube shorts coming out with all of these cars featured. At least I'm going to try to, with especially the nice ones. because there are a couple of cars in here that are pretty rough that you can tell that have been on the track. But overall, for 20 bucks, this is a steal. This is an absolute steal, especially because of this funny car, the Ferrari, and this car right here. Still do not know what it is called, but that is a steal. That's a really good find. So there were some things that I didn't show on camera, but also they were mostly fantasy cars, and nobody cares about fantasy cars anymore, except when it comes to track use. Okay. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching this video on Diecast Garage. Now I gotta find a place to put all these things, which I think I might be able to find a drawer or something to throw these in. Because most of these are gonna be track cars, but also like these McDonald's ones right here, those are collectible items. And this one I might just put somewhere for my dog to play with. I don't know. That's gonna be my dog's Hot Wheel. I'll put it by his bed or something. Alright. Thanks again, guys, for watching Diecast Garage, and I'll see you guys later. Adios. Bye.